Meanwhile, South Africa's presidency says it is excited about the BRICS Summit, while Yolisa actually sat down with President Cyril Rama-posa spokesperson to find out what the country is hoping to gain from the meeting.
We're hosting it under the theme BRICS in Africa, collaboration for inclusive growth and shared prosperity in the fourth industrial revolution. And I think this speaks to, our focus areas. Firstly, that BRICS is not just about South Africa, it's about the continent as a whole. At the center of our administration is regional integration across the African continent for economic prosperity for all of the people of Africa. But we're grappling with issues. The various BRIC countries share many challenges, they share many similarities. So when you speak about the fourth industrial revolution, we need to learn from one another. But I think we're also looking forward to hosting the President of the People's Republic of China, President Xi Jinping, who will be on a state visit the day before the BRICS Summit commences. Now, this state visit was agreed to by the two presidents following the re-election of President Xi as well as the election of President Rama-posa in February this year. We share very strong, historic and very strategic relations with China, especially on the social front, political front, economic front, but also in people-to-people relations. So it's going to be an important summit, and we're sure coming out of it, we'll be able to speak to a multilateral institution that looks not only at the needs of the developing world, but how we begin to complement, challenge, the current existing global order.
So in 2017, South Africa and China strengthened their friendship through the people-to-people high-level mechanism. How are you hoping that the actual people from these countries will be involved or given opportunities through the summit?
It's very important. It's very important because BRICS must not be an abstract concept. When we speak about BRICS, people must understand that when we speak about it as being central to our foreign policy, it means what difference, tangible difference does it make to the lives of the people on the ground. It's for this reason that as part of the build-up to the summit, we had a lot of outreach activities that we engaged in. We went throughout the country, from rural areas to town halls, where we were talking about BRICS, and within that, speaking to various sectors. So there was a BRICS Youth Summit, there was a civil society, there was business, and it's really part of that outreach. But we're also bringing in a different element into this BRICS Summit. We're going to have a food hall, a food market in the Sandton Convention Center, just showcasing the various cultures that BRICS is made out of. The leaders retreat is going to take place in Marupeng, where again you're taking BRICS leaders to see what South Africa has to offer, whether it's from a tourism point of view, cultural and historic.
So how South Africa hoping then will be the outcomes of this particular summit, and how will they be taken forward in terms of implementation?
What we'd like to see as South Africa in particular is aligned to what President Rama-posa says. He says it's about implementing the NDP, but also the focus on investment attraction for job creation. So we're going to be speaking to them. We're going to speak about how do we get more of the investments coming to South Africa from our various countries. There's a lot of investment that you already have in South Africa from Chinese companies in particular. But how do we broaden it? We have a target of raising $100 billion in the next 5 years. And we have no doubt Brazil, Russia, India and China will be a huge part in that.